sure our chat's working. Get everybody set up. Looks like Instagram's going. Hey, Kim. You're buffering. You may just want to try Facebook. Sometimes one or the other will work better for whatever reason, and it doesn't always make sense. So sometimes Instagram works better, sometimes Facebook works better. So if you're having trouble with it, you may just try the other one and see what happens. I do also have a YouTube channel that you can go on. YouTube may not buffer as much, not sure, and I will still be able to get your comments there. So those are options. Let's see. There we go. Finally got a link. Now I just got to get it to let me send it. There we go. Okay, I think everybody's set. So I have some necklaces. I actually have bracelets and rings too that I pulled out this evening, so we've got a little bit of everything, including some hot tea, because my throat is sore from the allergies right now. I don't know if you guys are having it, but because we got warm weather so early this year, it seems like we have more allergens out, so those are always fun. See if we give you a chance to get back in there, Kim. See if it works for you. All right, and then we are going to get started. Let's see. Who wants to pick a theme for our questions tonight? Somebody suggest a theme for our questions, because I don't have one. I'm going to go ahead and get started showing things, and you can put your 2 cents in. Our first piece tonight, these are pearl and shiny copper earrings. So we have the oblong pearly beads, white pearly beads. This is on a shiny copper base, and that is also what that fishhook back is, made out of shiny copper. These are pretty. I love the shiny copper. It's one of my favorite things. Probably my favorite metal, period. And then I also like the black metal. Really pretty, but I wear the shiny copper a lot more. So these are going to be, I actually have all my numbers tonight. Isn't that weird? I don't know if we can have a show where I have all my numbers. These are going to be number 101, Pearl Posse in shiny copper. 101. All right. And then next, we had these the other night. We are down to the last one already. Hi, Jessica. Down to the last one already. These are the tiny hinged hoops with the little flowers on them. Rosie and the girls are there. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Angelica. Let's get you down here. Okay, gotcha. So these stones in here, we went through this the other day, Caribbean blue. We have a pink, we have a green and a purple, a yellow, and like an aqua blue or a light blue. These are really cute. I had to keep a pair for myself because sometimes, especially when I'm working or I'm doing casual, I like a smaller pair of earrings. This is the length and size. So you can see they're pretty small. They are about the size of a penny. So not quite nickel size, a little bit bigger than a dime. So about the size of a penny. These are Budding Botanicals in multi, number 102. So again, everything tonight, last one. This is the one and done show. So only one of everything. Next up, we have a ring. It is called Bloom Bloom Pow. I did not name these, so I'm just going to say that. This has a dark pink rhinestone in the center, or a hot pink, whatever you want to call it, but it is a dark pink. Our petals curve down toward your finger. It has the wide stretchy back, gives you a little bit more stability when the front of the ring is bigger. This is the length, or about the size. I do have small hands, so it may look a little different on yours, but this is what it looks like next to my hand. So we have Bloom Bloom Pal in pink, number 103. Number 104, we have a hinged bracelet. Lots of hinged things, right? This is called Ripe for the Picking, and that's because this has flowers on it too. Little flowers. And swirling around this bracelet, they have a dark purple rhinestone center. So this is a purple. This is about the size. So I'm going to give you an idea how wide the bracelet is. This is about 3/4 to an inch, depending, well, I guess it could even go from a half an inch to an inch, depending on what part of the bracelet you're in. So it gets narrower toward the sides here, where the hinges are, and then wider in the front and the back. So we have Ripe for the Picking in purple. Let's see if we can give you a close-up if it's not gonna get unfocused. Good job, Kim. I'm glad you got back in. And you're not buffering. So this one is going to be number 104 tonight. 104. Oop. Okay, somebody pick a subject for our questions tonight. I can filter them by subject, so tell me what subject to put in. What kind of questions are we going to answer tonight? Because we've only got one more piece before we have to ask a question, so give you a chance to put your 2 cents in. Or 1 cent, it depends. Today I might have had a whole 2 cents. 104 to you, Jessica. Gotcha. Let's get Kim. Food, okay. You're hungry? You were supposed to eat dinner. It's, well, I guess it's only 6 o'clock at your house, right? So it's just now dinner time. So that's not too bad. We had leftovers tonight because we've had some stuff from this past week that hasn't gotten used all the way up. So we had some lasagna that Caitlin and her fiance made, and I made some chicken tortilla soup the other night. We had just enough. You just came out of the hospital with a migraine, so they gave you all the good stuff. So now's the time to show you all the jewelry, right, Jessica? You can blame it on the medicine. Husbands? Okay. Dora wants husbands. All those comments didn't come through. That is actually the first one on Facebook I'm seeing, so if anybody said anything before this, make sure you say something again so that I can see you. I don't know why. They're just starting to come in and it's cut off the first couple. So sometimes it does that. It takes it a minute to catch up for some reason. And then it takes off the first one. You told Rosie to watch you because you're under the influence? Okay. Yeah, ours does too, Kim. And then by the time we come home, I'm hungry already and it's a little bit too early to eat. But I'm hungry. So I went ahead and ate anyway. It was like 4 o'clock. Hi, Shannon. You're here. Yay, everybody's here. The gang's all here. I see you now, Becky. Gotcha. Let me write that down. So we'll do husbands and food tonight. All right, timeless class in silver. So this has a combination of gray pearly beads. They call them silver, but they're a gray. And these are kind of a medium gray. They're not the super light or the dark. And faceted silver beads. They call these defaced beads when they have the little facets on them. I don't like that because it sounds like somebody's messed them up. That's not the case. They just have facets on them. But if you ever see that word in regard to the beads, that's why they call it that. Because they have the little flat sides on them. Hi, Allison. So this one is Timeless Class in silver. Let's put it on our mannequin and see how it looks. This one is just above and at the collar with the 2-inch extension. It's going to sit right down here, which is right around mid-chest. Kind of depends on how it's going to fit you. It's probably going to be just slightly above mid-chest for most of us. So this is Timeless Class. It is in silver, and it is number 105. 105. Okay, so we're going to do food and husbands. Max, close your ears.
I'm not worried.
He's not worried?
No.
Why are you not worried? You should be worried.
I'm not worried.
All right, we'll start with food and then we'll move on to husbands. Hi, Tracy.
No, don't let Tracy start.
Yeah, Tracy's here now.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm in trouble now.
Our questions are going to be about food and husbands tonight, Tracy. So we should have fun with this. We're going to start with some foods.
Be nice, Tracy.
You don't have to be nice. It's okay. I'm the only one that can see your comments, and I won't tell. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 answers on this one. And this one kind of combines the two, actually. 6 answers. Let's take... I don't know why number 4 is even on there. Let's take number 5. Name something in a bakery that a baker might call his wife. Something that's in the bakery that the baker might call his wife. Only nice things. What do you have? Something in the bakery the baker might also call his wife. Tart? That is not on there. Ooh, Allison, oven was actually on there, but it was further down. Bun, that is number 1. Or honey bun, yep. His actual wife. Yeah, no, not calling her his wife. Cupcake. Cupcake was number 5. Dough baby, well, that would get him knocked out. That one's not on there. Sweet or sweetie was number 2. Let's see, I'm going back through these to make sure I didn't miss any. Sugar was number 6. Cookie wasn't on there. Cookie's a good answer, though. They didn't get cookie. Let's see, we've got 2 more. Trying to see what we didn't get. 2 more things that are in the bakery that the baker might call his wife. Muffin, number 3. Muffin, I just have a muffin top. I don't get called muffin. Isn't that like an animal name? I swear I've heard somebody's dog named Muffin. Whose dog was named Muffin? Can't think of who it was. One more thing. And I have no idea why this one is on here, because I can't see anybody calling their wife this or anyone else. But it is in the bakery, so I guess everything's fair game, right? One of my favorite things in a bakery, actually. If I'm going in a bakery to buy something, this is probably what I'm buying.
Oh, I know.
Only because I don't usually make them myself. A fritter? That's actually my favorite type. And how did you know I liked those? A concha? No, not those. But, I mean, it's similar. Donut. Yeah, who's calling their wife donut? I don't understand that. But I don't know. You never know with people. Cream puff. Ooh, that would get you hurt too. There's a lot of these names that would get somebody's husband hurt. They probably better not use those names. You love apple fritters? I do too. I buy the ones at Sheetz. Usually when we go on our Amazon route in the morning, Sheetz will just be putting out their new ones because that's about the time of day they restock. And I had been getting one every morning. Of course, now that I have a dress to fit into, I can't really do that because I'm going to look like an apple fritter by the time the wedding comes around. Now I do it just once in a while. And I actually got one this morning and I was a little bit nauseous from my medicine, and I was sad because I couldn't eat the whole thing. I ate maybe half of it. I broke half of it off and ended up giving the rest to Max, and it made me very sad. So I may not do that again. At least not when I'm nauseous. So we'll try not to do that. All right, our next one. This is Seaside Season. This is in black. This is a longer one, so I'm going to hold it up. Our square center here is black, and it has little pieces of like shell in it. So these have a little shine to them. I don't know if you can actually see the shine on the camera, but they do have shine in there, and they reflect different colors. And then we've got that nice chain tassel coming down from the bottom. I had this in 2 colors, and this is my last one of either color. So starts right up here in the upper abdomen, below the bust. With this tassel, it's going to go all the way down to about natural waistline. So if you wear the high-rise jeans, that's right about where that waistband would be. Or, you know, if you're checking your waist, it's right where it goes in. So your natural waistline. And then with the 2-inch extension, you can actually bring that down. It's going to go further into that lower belly and kind of the low-rise jean area. So we have Seaside Season in black. This one is going to be number 106. Before I forget, we will not have a show next week on Sunday because it is going to be Super Bowl Sunday and everybody will be busy. So we will have a show on Friday night, and then that will be the only one for the week. So depending on how much you have, I may invoice you or I may wait till the next week. We'll kind of see how that goes. But we will not have a show next Sunday. We are bowing to this Super Bowl, and you can be free to watch that. Because I wouldn't want you trying to watch my show and the Super Bowl at the same time. It's just not fair. You're boycotting, Allison? You're just mad because your team didn't make it. I'm pulling for Taylor's team. I don't even care which one that is. Oh, only because it makes everybody mad.
I know Allison's not. Me and Allison's going to be on the same side at least one time.
And I'm not even watching halftime because it's Kendrick Lamar and I have no interest whatsoever in him.
So, Allison, I know that she and I are going to be pulling for the same team.
Allison, you're going to be on Max's side this year. Dearly Debonair in red. So we have red beads. I don't know what shape to say that these are set in. It's kind of a diamond shape. And then this outside is more of like a kite shape. And then we have the little trinkets hanging off the bottom. This is the length and size. It's your assembly, Kim? Okay. That's a much better alternative. So this is the length and size. We have Dearly Debonair 107. Allison said she's actually an Eagles fan. Taylor. You know,
that's what I told
you have to do what you have to do.
I know. That's why I know she and I will be pulling for the same team because I'm not pulling for the Chiefs either.
You're going tubing. It's cold. How are you going tubing? You must be going inside. All right, Artisan Expression in black. So this is actually black and brown. You can see that center is black, and then we have the little black and brown beads around the outside. And then these are little marquee-shaped designs around the whole outside, that frame. This is also on the wide stretchy band. This is the size. Let's see if I can hold my finger up better. Turn my finger. So this is Artisan Expression in black. Let's see if I can get this up closer. Sometimes I can get a good close-up and sometimes I can't. It hates to focus close up. So I have to pull it back a little bit and then show you. This is going to be number 108 tonight. 108. We've got a few of the rings out there. 109. This one is called High Stakes Fame in gold. So we have gold beads. They start smaller up here and increase in size down toward the middle. And then the center one has little white rhinestones. This is a cluster of little white rhinestones. The only people watching it will be the Swifties. Yeah, because we're not watching the game. We're just trying to see how Taylor's reacting up in the stands. This is the length. So it is just above the collar, probably about a 1/4 inch above that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit right here. So it will be not down to mid-chest, kind of about halfway there. So this is High Stakes Fame. It is in gold. This one is going to be number 109. And number 110. Let's see. Let's do the waves. Whimsical Waves in blue. Not that wave, Max. I said waves, not wave. Max is over here doing the wave. It's a little early for that. We're not watching the game. Whimsical Waves in blue. You want number 109, Jessica? Gotcha. Watch her, Rosie. She's under the influence over there. Whimsical Waves. They look like little ocean waves.
Oh, she is. I'm coming over there about 200
So,
necklaces for.
A little bit of a blue and white, and then a silver right along that center curve. They are post earring, and our post is up here, so they're going to hang down a little bit like this. They are backwards on me because I can't get my face in that little section of the card, but it gives you an idea how big they are. So Whimsical Waves in blue. These are going to be number 110. 110 tonight. Why is it that as soon as you go on camera, everything itches? Your face itches, your nose itches. Actually, my fingers itch too. Maybe I just need to take some Benadryl. That's a possibility. All right, let's see. We're still on food for right now. So our next question . Let's see. See if there's something good on here. There we go. All right, 4 answers on this one. Name something in your refrigerator. We're going to take number 2, sorry. Name something in your refrigerator that you should thank a cow for. Something in your refrigerator you should thank a cow for. You have in your refrigerator that came from a cow. Milk. Of course, that's number 1. That's the most important one. Cheese. Cheese was number 3. Butter was number 4. Sorry, I'm looking at number 2. It's number 4. Yogurt, cottage cheese, milk, all the cheese. Yes, all the cheese. Cream, ice cream, creamer. None of those things. Something in your refrigerator you should thank a cow for. Yes, steak. Steak or hamburger. Not always in the fridge, but you know, if you're thawing it out or if you just brought it home and you're going to use it, probably is in your refrigerator. Ranch dressing. Well, you know, all good things come from cows, right? Jello. We got all 4 of them, but I'm looking at the answers. You got some pretty good ones. Yogurt. Now I'm hungry. Sour cream. I already ate, so we're going to have to stop with these food questions. All right, let's go on to the next piece before I get hungrier. Cottage cheese. I do have some of that in my freezer, or fridge. Started to say freezer, not the freezer. Dreaming of Tassels in blue. So this is that Caribbean blue or a dark turquoise blue. It's not the light turquoise, but the darker version. We have the emerald cut rhinestones on the top, and then the blue fringe coming down from it. This is the length and size. These match my Amazon vest. Dreaming of Tassels in blue are number 111. They are pretty. All blues are pretty though. You know, I have not yet seen an ugly blue. I have seen a lot of ugly greens and some oranges. Not too many ugly yellows either. Mustard yellow is not my favorite, but it's not super ugly. But I have never seen an ugly blue. All right, 3-layer necklace. This is called Heart History in multi. So our top layer has 3 teardrops up here. We have a blue, a pink, and a very pale purple. Then we have the regular chain right here, and our heart has iridescent rhinestones all over it. It has a little toggle clasp, but this is more for decoration than an actual clasp because we have all 3 layers, so we have a regular clasp in the back as well, the lobster clasp. So this is what those look like. Sometimes they show up a little bit better against my hand. You have that exact watch band. I have several. I bought this as part of a packet of different bands because I like to wash them every little while. And so this is the most recent one I had on there. This necklace and the last pair of earrings. Okay, 111, and this is going to be 112, Allison. So you can see where the layers lay. This one is about 1/2 inch above the collar. This one's at the collar, and then this one just below mid-chest. So this one sold to Allison. It is going to be number 112. That one was a pretty one. Let's see, Allison. Find your name here. Gotcha. Next up, we have Badlands Treasure Hunt. And this is brass. Yes, I have a couple of the bands that look like hair scrunchies too. And I actually have one, it was for an earlier version of my Fitbit, you know, when they were a little bit smaller, that actually is a hairband. So like when you went swimming, you could put it up in your hair instead of having it on your wrist. But obviously I don't use those now. I don't think this one is waterproof like my other one though. So Badlands Treasure Hunt in brass, we have the blue crackle stone in the center, halo of white rhinestones around the outside, and then this is a wavy brass around the outside. It kind of looks like a flower, because it has the little linear pattern on it, plus the waviness makes it look like a flower. So this is the length. It is sitting at mid-chest and below, so down to the top of the bust, with a 2-inch extension, and sit right here in the middle of the bust. So it's going right down to the middle. This one is Badlands Treasure Hunt, and this is in brass, number 113. 113 for that one. Why does my nose tickle every time I get on this? I think it's this corner. Can you turn that fan on just a little bit? Probably won't help, but it's not going to hurt at this point either. And then, you know, just in case you also need a ring that's brass and crackle stone. We have the teardrop shaped crackle stone, and then dot motif in that brass all the way around the outside. This has the wide stretchy band, so this is going to give it a little bit of balance, some support. This is the size. So you can see this is going to be a knuckle ring. It's going to go all the way up, probably to your first knuckle on that finger, and then down a little bit to the knuckle here. So from knuckle to knuckle, at least on my hand, maybe a little smaller on yours. This one's called Santa Fe Storm in brass, and it is number 114. So those of you who like the bigger rings, there you go. Hey Terry, good to see you tonight. Did your meeting time change this year? So I feel like you've been in here a little bit earlier recently. But maybe it's just me. Maybe our schedules are finally matching up a little bit better. All right, one more thing, and then we are going to the next question. These are also hinged hoops. These are called Positive Change in gold. So you can see they're kind of the teardrop shape, but they do go all the way around like a hoop, and it has the hinged backs in these. So they're going to fasten into themselves. No losing the backs. This is the length and size. So we have Positive Change in gold. And these are number 115. 115. Okay. Let's find our next question. Let's see what we have good this time. All right, 6 answers on this one. We're going to talk about the husbands for a little bit. This means they're all in trouble. 6 answers. Let's see. Let's go with number 4. Name something your husband tries to fix, but often just makes it worse. Something your husband tries to fix, but it often just makes it worse. What do you think? And we will not specify whether this is from personal experience or not, so we're protecting the anonymity of all the husbands. The dripping sink. Number 1 was plumbing. Your life? Well, we have something that's close to that. Our mood. Ooh, that doesn't work either. An argument. Number 3. Argument or fight. Mood wasn't quite on there, but I will be in a mood if we have an argument or a fight. Car, number 4. Car was on there. Gonna make it worse. Dinner, number 6. So we've got plumbing, a fight, car, dinner. What else? If he tries to fix it, he's probably just gonna make it worse. So you tell him to leave it alone. What else? And this thing doesn't get fixed all that often anymore. You used to fix them more. Now you basically throw them away and get a new one. Computer, you're getting close. The roof. Let's not let them up on the roof. Then we're going to have to fix them. The electrical system. Vacation plans. Banking. The lawnmower. None of those were on there, but those are great answers. The TV. Number 2. Can't fix those anymore. I mean, you probably can, but it's really not worth it because the parts cost just as much as a new one. The last one that we haven't gotten yet kind of goes with that fight or the argument that you had earlier. He tries to fix something but just makes it worse. What could it be? See what you got. Think about it. In bad mood, not the bad mood. Although those could all be part of this. The lawnmower, we got the lawnmower. That's probably what you put you in the bad mood and got in a fight to begin with. The radio, not the radio. Hurt feelings, also not hurt feelings, but that again is part of this. Lots of moving parts in this. You might try to fix it. Alright, going once. Going twice. It is your relationship. Yes, Kim just came in with marriage. Perfect. your relationship or your marriage. He's going to try to fix it and he just makes it worse. Sometimes that is the case. Hopefully not too many times, but sometimes. All right, let's move on. A bad day? Yes. And then he makes it worse, right, Shannon? All right, we have, I think this is Emerald Envy. It is Emerald Envy in multi. So we have the aqua blue in here. We have the peach, and then we have a yellow. And that yellow also has a tiny bit of peach in it. So it's more like an iridescent yellow. These are all in emerald and square cut. So I think the square cut is princess cut. This is the length. So about 1/2 inch above that collar with the 2-inch extension. It's going to sit just down under that collar like this. Hello again, Terry. This is Emerald Envy. And it is in multi. So again, we have aqua blue, peach, and a little bit of a yellow, iridescent yellow. This is number 116. $117. We have a 3-strand bracelet. And I actually kind of love this one. Yeah, I think you do have that one, Terry. I think you did buy that one before. Love all 3 of these strands. So it is in gold. I'm trying to get the layers right here before I show it to you. There we go. 3 strands. So this is a square treasure. Don't ask me why they call it that. I guess the setting of the rhinestones is square, but these have those serpentine. Angelica wants number 116. Okay. Gotcha. So we have 2 of those, and they're a little bit rounded. They're not the super flat. And then we have the rhinestones in the square setting going right down the middle. You do have an extension, so if you need to make this a little bit bigger, you can do so. I usually do that just a little bit so that I can slide it over my hand rather than undoing it all the time. This is number 117, a square treasure. And that's that 3-strand bracelet in gold. I like that kind of chain. It's always so pretty. $118 is Socialite Luster in black. So we have a circle setting. Just do that. Circle setting, and then we have a beveled edge, black rhinestones along the interior of that beveled edge. So you've got black rhinestones and silver with a circle cutout. These are about the size of a nickel. So this is the length and size. So we have Socialite Luster in black. These are going to be, if I can get it off of here, $118. $118. $119. I'm going to just hold this one up because it's a little bit longer. It's on a very delicate chain. It's 2 layers. This has the glassy beads. They are purple. They're transparent. So interior has the smaller beads, and then the outside one has a little bit larger beads in that purple. So let's see if I can get that up close where you can see it. This is the length. So we've got 1 layer that's right here at the bust. We've got another layer that's down here underneath the bust in the upper abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, that's going to bring this first one down about here. Second one is going to go almost to mid-abdomen. So right about there. So this is a nice mid-length. It's not super long. It's not super short. So kind of right there in the middle. This is called Raise Your Glass in purple. And it is number 119. 119. Oh, apparently we're missing number 120. So we're going to skip right to number 121. There's something. There. I wanted to pull these out again, and I forgot to do it. I just realized it as we're doing this. These are called We Are Young in white. So we have the iridescent rhinestone in a heart shape in the center. This is in a silver setting. And then they're attached to these little tiny hoops, which are about the size of a dime. Also have the iridescent rhinestones down the front of those hoops. This is the length and size. So if you like the iridescent, you might like these. These are called We Are Young. And they're white. That's what they call them. They're not white, but they call them white. And Max is singing We're Young here in the background. Number 121. I guess he's our live entertainment tonight. All right. Let's go to our next question. I can't believe we've done 5 pieces already. It doesn't take very long. We won't do that one. All right, 4 answers on this one. Let's go with number 3. Name something a wife or a husband does, something the husband does when his wife tells him she's pregnant. What reaction is husband going to have? Something a husband does when his wife tells him she's pregnant. Probably depends on whether it's good news or not. Celebrates, number 4. Stares into space. Is that from personal experience, Allison? Panics. A hug. Hug is good. Hug is number 2. Crying, number 1. Pumping your fist. That's a little too much, but yes, that's celebrating. Calls his family, drinks. Say what? You're getting closer. We have one more, and it's the winning answer. Because I figured everybody would get this one. This is probably when it's a little bit more of a surprise. Maybe a lot more of a surprise. So we've got all the good ones. We've got crying, hugging, celebrating. What else might the husband do when the wife says, I'm pregnant? Faint. There we go, number 3. Tracy, why did you know all 4 answers here? You've only got 2 kids. Almost like you've had all those reactions. Screams. That's probably a valid reaction to that. Okay, we got all 4 of them. I'm just very interested still in how Tracy knows all 4 of them. Your husband stopped. I'm sorry. I had one of those too. What number was the last earring? Last earrings were number 121.
Tracy messes you all up.
Let's see. Yells, how did that happen? Well, if he doesn't know, then that's probably a really good indication about your husband. This is Dynamic Dragonfly in purple. I do have this pulled back just a little bit because it would have fallen down below. But this is in purple. We've got a little dragonfly, rhinestone dragonfly, inside this acrylic oval. And then some nice little design down the side. Our little dragonfly. We've got 121 for Rosie. Let's see, this is the length. So sitting right here at the bust with the 2-inch extension, it's going to come down over the bust. So it's going to sit kind of right there in the middle. This one has nice big links, so if you want to shorten this one, you could definitely fasten into one of these links and make it a little bit shorter. So this is Dynamic Dragonfly. It is in purple. That's a light purple. You want that one, Allison? Gotcha. You're sold. 122 to Allison. I like the dragonflies too. I thought that one was pretty. I love that color. 122 to Allison. Okay. I just put something else in your pouch. Oh, it's from Friday night. Okay. So we haven't had your ring come in yet. Waiting for that ring so that I can send it to you for your green necklace. All right, next we have Seafront Scene. This is in brass. So we have a bunch of little brass circles, and then we've got little brass colored pebbles hanging inside the circles. So we got a little bit darker with the metal brass and a little bit lighter with the little pebbles. So they're kind of that tannish gold color inside the circles. And the earrings are the same little pebbles, so they'll match. This is the length. So it's sitting mostly above that collar. Just a little pebble below the collar right now. But when we use the 1-inch extension, that is going to come down to here, which is going to put your entire necklace down underneath the collar and going down toward mid-chest. Not quite all the way there, but it's going that way. So this is Seafront Scene. It is in brass, and it is number 123. 123. By the way, I do not have another one of this specific necklace, but I do have this style. It is in a plummy purple. I forgot to get it off my board, but it is in a plummy purple where mine is black. And then the earrings that come with it are a little bit smaller than this. They're the same type, but they're smaller. So maybe like this last one here. So if you want that, I do have a purple one, and it is a plummy purple. 123 to Tracy. Okay, let's do some yellow. Yellow is Botanical Bash. So these are little filigree flowers with a yellow rhinestone in the center. I love the filigree because even though this is larger, because it's not solid, it's not going to look as big or take up as much space. You'll see when I hold it up here, see, because it's not solid, it's not as noticeable. Not going to draw the eye as much. So Botanical Bash in yellow. We have that yellow rhinestone and the filigree flower. This is going to be number 124. Number 125. I have these and I love these. Floral Flamenco in black. So this is the black metal. They are flowers in a hoop style. So flower hoops. These have a little gold center on them, so that tiny center in each flower is gold. Just gives it a little contrast. And this is that off black metal. It's not the jet black like this color. It's the off black, like a charcoaly. This is the length and size. So we have Floral Flamenco in black, number 125. And I know it's a little bit early, but we're going to ask another question just to get them back on the right number. So we're only one piece too early, but let's see. All right, 6 answers on this one. Hi, Esley. 6 answers on this one. Let's take Let's take number 5. Name something a husband can do to pamper his wife. Husband's gonna pamper his wife. What can he do? Massage. Massage was not specifically on there. Take her out to eat. Number 2. Cook was number 4. Flowers, number 5. Shopping spree? We didn't get a shopping spree. We tried though, Esley. Didn't get a shopping spree. Bubble bath. That wasn't on there. Cleaning a house wasn't either. Give her wine? That's always acceptable, but it is not on the list. Evidently, they have higher standards than we do, Tracy. Something else a husband can do to pamper his wife. We've got taking her out, making dinner, buying flowers. What else could he do to pamper his wife? Nail appointment. That is really close, and it goes with some of the other things, but it's all combined into a spa day, which Shannon just got number 1. Jewelry, gifts, not on there. Take her on a trip, number 6. Vacation. One more answer. And this is something that doesn't cost anything. You can sit at home, no problem. And she's probably still really appreciate it.
Massage.
No, we already did massage, Max. But this is similar. Take the kids somewhere. That would help. But no, that's not on there. Something very similar to a massage. Maybe a little more specific. Especially after a long day.
Is that it?
Yep. Max is guessing. Let her nap. Let her nap. Not on there. But that's good too. Something more specific than just a massage. Foot rub. There we go. Number 3. One of my favorites. Especially lately my feet have hurt. So I don't feel that good. When I don't feel that good, my feet hurt. Go figure. Back rub is also welcome. Shopping spree is similar to a massage, Esley. I mean, you know, we could get a foot massage while we're shopping. I don't know what store offers that, but if you find out, let me know. Paradise Found in gold. We're on to our next piece. We got all 6 of those. You guys are really good. Plus a few extra suggestions for the husbands. Would you like me to write those all down in a list and send them to your husbands? Because I can do that. Paradise Found in gold. So we have the butterfly on top and then holding up a little circle. These are white rhinestones inside the gold setting. I'll show you those up close. This is the length and size. So the circle down here, only just a little bit bigger than a quarter. A quarter would probably fit right inside there. Number 126, Paradise Found. I don't know who lost it. Actually, I do know who lost it. Adam and Eve lost it. But we found it. It's right there. Let's see. Spring Sophistication in pink. So these are light pink pearly beads. They're very pale. And then we have white crystal type beads, some polished silver beads, and some faceted teardrops in silver. You see all those beads? So this is a smaller, more dainty necklace. This is the length. So about a 1/4 inch above that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down to here. So not quite mid-chest, but on its way there. And you can always add another extension if you need to. This is Spring Sophistication in pink. Let's see if we can get up close again. See those different beads. This one is number 127. So, what was your weather like today? Because we were expecting it to be a little bit warmer, and we weren't expecting any rain, and we did actually get a little bit. It sprinkled. It didn't rain a lot, but it sprinkled. And it looked pretty gray today. But now we're going up, and this week is going to be quite warm. It's going to be up in the 70s. Some in the higher 70s. So we're going to have a really nice week. So did everybody have a nice weekend? Did you get good weather for your weekend? It's always nice when you can have at least good weather on the weekend. During the week, maybe it doesn't matter so much because you're at work anyway. Or inside. Let's see, this one is Pampered Pearls in black. So we've got the black beads on the chain. Then we have black beads here. And round and teardrop white rhinestones in that bar. So that is a whole bar right there. Today was nice, Becky. What temperature did you get up to? So I know nice is relative. It depends on where you live. This one's about a 1/4 inch, also above that collar, maybe about 3/8. A little bit closer to 3/8. With a 2-inch extension, it's going to sit right down here. So it's going to get you just barely under the collar with that bar. So we have Pampered Pearls. This is in black. And it is number 128. 128. Let's see what I did with it. 129. I guess I just want to hang up. You had the CO this week? Okay. Yeah, it's always nice to have good weather during that, because otherwise it kind of makes it miserable to be out all week. Ours is coming up. Do we have February? Is that what he delayed to? February? Or is it March? CO.
He just moved it out 2 weeks from March.
Just moved it out 2 weeks. Okay, so it's March now.
Mm-hmm. It's always been March.
Okay, but 2 weeks later.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Red Carpet Rival in black. So this is the black metal with white rhinestones. This is the, oh, I forgot what we call this. Sliding knot, close to 50 degrees. That's a heat wave for you, Becky. So sliding knot, or sliding bead, actually. So you can slide this to make it bigger or smaller, depending on what you need. So you can see it gets quite big. So this is Red Carpet Rival. This is in black. It is number 129. 129. And number 130. 130. I have to go to my other rack here. Last choker like this, or short necklace. Not going to be a choker for everybody, but they do give us the extra extension, so we're going to call it a choker. This is Sahara Social in blue. So this is the blue cracklestone, little blue cracklestone beads, along with silver beads. This has that little bar type chain, so a bar in between each of these little clusters of beads, which helps them kind of spread out a little bit better. This is the length, so it is sitting around the base of her neck rather than up here. That's what I usually consider it a choker if it's up here, but this one is sitting down here, so it's a little bit longer choker. But with the extra extension, it is going to sit right down here just above that collar. So it'll make a nice short necklace as well. This is Sahara Social. I also have these in black. I do not have them out because they're not one and done, but this little, the crackle beads are black. instead of blue. So Sahara Social in blue is going to be number 130. So if you want the black one instead, just let me know and I can get that for you. All right, 5 answers on this one. This is going to be our last husband question. 5 answers for this one. 132, Tracy. Do you want the blue, Tracy? I think Tracy got to it first, Rosie. Unless one of you would prefer the black. Only got 1 in blue, I believe. And I will verify that after the show, but it should only be blue. Okay. 5 answers on this one. Let's go with number 4 for this. Name a type of gift a man might need help picking out for his wife. A type of gift a man might need help picking out for his wife. An anniversary gift. They were a little bit more specific than that. It's the type of gift. Clothes. They were very specific with clothes because there's more than one type. So, lingerie, number 2. So, I don't know that that's really clothes, but clothing adjacent. Rings. Rings are part of a larger category that is on here. But rings specifically were not on here. Perfume, number 5. So we got lingerie, we've got perfume. Shoes. Shoes were actually not on here. So apparently the husbands do not need help, no matter what they tell you. They can pick out the shoes.
I don't.
Max doesn't need help. In fact, I wore shoes he picked out today. And he still likes them. The dress, number 4. Jewelry was number 1. Another thing that we usually buy for ourselves. Usually your husband's not going to buy this for you. Quiet, Max.
I know what that is.
No, you don't. Something we usually buy for ourselves. He might buy it for you for a gift. Definitely going to need help, though, if he does. Because they're clueless with this one. One more thing. What might they buy you as a gift? I know a lot of these come out around Christmas time in sets. And I like to buy mine then. Makeup. Yep, number 3. Anybody else love the sets that come around Christmas? If I buy one of those sets, it will last me at least the entire year. So I don't need any other, at least, eyeshadow, blush, whatever. Won't need any of that for at least another year. So I do like to buy those when they go on sale. Yep, makeup was number 3. That was the last one. You guys are good at this. So we got dresses, lingerie, jewelry, makeup, and perfume. So if the husbands are buying those, if you are listening in the background, please ask for help. Because you probably need it. Especially lingerie and dresses are tricky on sizes. So you probably need some help there. Alright, I don't know if everybody got to see this set. So I know everybody doesn't see all my posts. So, I have a 3-piece set here in light blue pearl. I have a necklace, stretchy bracelet, and earrings. This is called Pearl Heirloom in light blue. Let me see if I can get that up close. So this is a pale blue. So I did have this featured on my page this past week. All these pieces are one and done, so I have literally one set. This is the length of the necklace. It is about 1/2 inch above that collar, maybe 3/4. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to sit down here. So just underneath the collar. So we have earrings. This is the length and size. And then, of course, the stretchy bracelet. So we have the 3-piece set in the blue pearl. This is going to be number 131 tonight. 131. Just in case you didn't get a chance to see that. I know it doesn't show the post to everybody every time, so try to cover our bases there. Next, we have Mismatched Magic in orange. So again, we have the serpentine chain. This is the flat kind, very flat, in gold. And then we have a gold chain with little orange barrel beads in it, and the very fine gold paperclip chain. Let's see that. Let's show you the length of the layers. The earrings are tassels of that paperclip chain. I'm really liking the paperclip chain. I've gotten a few things in that this year, and I have liked it. So this is the length of the layers. Our longest one is down at the collar. Next one is about 1 inch above the collar, so about halfway through up here. And then our paperclip chain, not too far below the collarbones. With the 2-inch extension, this whole thing is going to move like this. So our paperclip chain and our orange chain can sit just above and right at the collar, and then our serpentine chain going to get close to that mid-chest area. So we have Mismatched Magic. Let's see if I can get this up close so you can see those orange beads. There we go. This is number, I can't get the card up, 132. 132. Broke my fingernail really badly this morning. When we were doing Amazon, I went to pick a box up and it slipped and broke all the way down in. Like, I had about this much nail, just like this, on both thumbnails. And now I've got less than nothing. So, that was fun. Number 133. In brass. Urban Culture. Urban Culture. So we have, I'm trying to remember what they call this. I think this is called curb chain. I think that's what that's called. So 2 layers of that in the darker brass, which is nice to go with like the autumn and winter colors, or with your browns. And then each side is held up by a double chain. So you've actually got 4 chains up on each side. The earrings are also a little piece of that curb chain to match. This is the length. So both sitting above the collar. See, this one is about 3/4 of an inch, and then this one right above the collar. We're going to move this all down. We're going to get to the collar and mid-chest. Yeah, ouch. It did hurt. And then I didn't have my fingernail clippers with me, so I had to open my first aid kit and get a little pair of scissors, because if it had pulled on anything, it was going to rip it way, way down in, and then it probably would have bled. This is Urban Culture in brass. That's the only thing about having fingernails. Then they're able to break. 133. So we're winding things up now. 134. We're going to go to 135. Aaron's over there grimacing. Yes. Yeah. I think Caden showed me one of his fingernails the other day. Mine's pretty much down there. Just Drop It in blue. I think that's who showed me. So this is a blue moonstone, navy blue moonstone, and a teardrop. And then another silver teardrop around the outside. Moonstone's really pretty. I like the way that it shines. Not sparkly, just a nice shine. This is the length. So sitting mostly below the collar with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down to mid-chest. Yeah, this one's really pretty. I like the moonstones. And this is nice for casual or for dress. So you can dress this one up or down. This is Just Drop It in blue. Number 134. And try not to break any nails tomorrow. That's the only thing about when they grow out. It's very much easier to catch them on something, and then they tend to break off, but, you know. Alright, our last one of the day. This is going to be that longer one. I think we had it out another day. This is Homegrown Glamour in gold. So we have a 3D flower. So you can see it is not all flat. 2 layers of petals, plus that center. It's on a gold chain, and this is a sliding chain. So if you wanted to shorten this, it would be very easy to fasten into this. And this is going to self-adjust. The earrings, little gold flowers, single layer. This is the length. So it is sitting right in the mid-abdomen with a 2-inch extension. Going to get down here closer to that belly button area. And again, if you wanted to pull it up, you could definitely do that by just fastening into that chain. If you really want to pull it up, there is a loop on the back of here that chain runs through. You could actually double this chain and put it through there one more time. If you're going to do that, I'd probably use the extension just to give you a little bit more room. But this is Homegrown Glamour in gold. This is our last piece of the night. It is number 135. And then we are going to do our drawing. So give me just a second while I get everybody's names put in. Let's see. Gotta find where I type them in. All the fun things we do to ourselves. All right, let's spin it. And Esley. Esley, you are our winner for tonight. So one of your pieces will be free. I know you've got some pieces. I think you've got some pieces in your pouch right now. If not, it'll hold till the next time. So let's circle your name. What did I do with my pen? I literally just had it. There we go. Pen over here. Esley. Circle your name so that we get that on there. So invoices will go out tomorrow. Try to get them out on time. See if I can get some of them out earlier in the day. Caitlin's getting her wisdom teeth pulled out tomorrow morning, or cut out, whatever they're doing. I guess it's cut out. So I am going to be home tomorrow with Miss Caitlin after she gets those wisdom teeth pulled. So I should be able to get your invoices done early. And then babysit her while she's hyped up on her pain medicine. You'll be twins, Jessica. You'll both be under the influence. So let's see. We do have an order coming in this week. I mentioned that at the beginning of the show. Not everybody was here, so we do have an order coming in. Next Sunday, week from today, we will not have a show because of the Super Bowl, because I know everybody's going to be busy watching it. And those who aren't going to be busy watching it are going to be doing other things, like Allison tubing, since she doesn't want to see somebody other than her team win. So, I got to pick on you, Allison. All right, so everybody have a great week. Hopefully you have good weather. We're going to have some nice weather, so everybody that's around this area, please enjoy it. Get out while you can, because you know what usually happens. It gets warm, and then we all of a sudden get that cold spell, and it frosts, and it kills all the buds on everything. And then we have no flowers and fruit. So enjoy it while it's here. Becky, enjoy your warmer weather. Hopefully the rest of you are getting some too. And we will see you on Friday night with our new stuff.